Have you ever struggled with creating a t-shirt that can actually generate tons of sales for you? I know I've been in the same space as well if you're starting off new, and it may be difficult to actually identify what type of designs you need to create for your print-on-demand business. Well, in today's video, I'm sharing with you my exact step-by-step process that's able to generate for me consistent daily sales with just a few hundred products in my shop, where I'm able to find best-selling products and recreate them in my own special way, offering unique elements that cannot be found in that specific niche. So in today's video, I'll walk you through everything you need to do to follow exactly what I'm doing so you can start getting sales as well. I'm sure it's all with you coming up next. So welcome back to the video, my friends. You're new here. My name is Jay. On this channel, I teach you how to make passive income online by creating and selling your own products. So if you like content like this, then consider subscribing to my channel. All right, so one of the first things I like to do is to try and get some data in regards to what is selling well, because again, everything you create on Etsy needs to be based upon data. And so there's a couple of tools I use to help me do that before I create anything. Right now, I'm using Inside Factory just to search up teacher shirts. Again, I'm not concerned about the level of competition, because once you identify what products are selling well, you're going to go in here and find these micro niches anyway. So don't be concerned about competition just yet. I believe the teacher niche is a niche you need to get into because, one, it has multiple different avenues that you can create for different people, but also is very year round, right? This can be an evergreen product. And so yes, it's going to be an influx with people buying things, which I still believe is a great time for you to go ahead and do that. But again, this is something you can set up for yourself that can really generate sales for you all year round. And as you can see here, there's a ton of sales for teacher shirts happening right now. This data is showing me what has been moving in the last 7 days. 229 sales for this listing here. 200 sales, 179 sales, 164 sales. And as you can see, we're in the hundreds in regards to what type of teacher t-shirts that's doing well. Now, in this particular video, I want to share with you how easy it is to take something like this t-shirt here, and how to recreate this in Kittl and really be more strategic in how we necessarily offer this product to our customer. All right, so let's jump into Kittl. I'm going to share with you exactly how to do this right now. All right, so here we are in Kittl, and if you're new to Kittl, this is a great space for you to create just not, t-shirt designs, but really all things print on demand. And I like using Kittl because they have a lot of amazing designs. You can actually start as a template and redesign this in your own special way. And so again, if you want to check out Kittl on your own, I make sure to leave all the details in my description box below. So one of the first things I like to do is just search up my particular niche I know I want to create in. So it's going to be the teacher niche. And again, Kittl is using a ton of different graphic designers to actually, upload different templates to their platform. And so this is huge because, again, this is allowing us not to start from scratch, but start from a good place. And especially when you know the niche you want to create in, again, you can already identify some trends in regards to elements being used, design styles, even some popular phrases that's being used here. So again, this is going to speed up our process to allow us to create this design with ease. So here's the template that we're going to use for our teacher design here. So if you want to go ahead and utilize this, we will just simply hit use this design. Now, when you first come to this design, it might throw you off a little bit because we have this background here that's really resembling a t-shirt, but that's okay. Anything in regards to this template, we can remove and really make this customizable to our own liking. So I would just simply hit the background here and hit delete, and we see that being gone. And again, we just have this basic black background. If I want to change that to white, then that is done here. So again, don't be afraid if you come to a template that has those type of things added there. Now, the first thing I like to do is just remove all of the elements here because, again, I know specifically what I want to bring to my design. And so I want to remove all these things here. We can always add these in back a little bit later if we want. But I think just having this text on screen is going to be a great starting place for us, especially with us just utilizing just a basic phrase, the grade level, and then adding in some more things to make it stand out a little bit more. So one of the things I like to do when I am creating my designs is to keep whatever inspired me or whatever I know is doing well based upon data on Etsy in front of me when I am creating my designs. And usually I do this with, sometimes 6 to 10 different t-shirt products so I can see what's working well, how I can grab different color palettes from different designs, maybe add in some variations of elements that's used elsewhere and infuse those into my designs. But for our case today, I just want to go back to my t-shirt that I see that work well, and I want to save this to my computer because I want to upload this in Kittl so I can always have this in front of me and again extract some colors that is working well into my design. So I have already downloaded that image to my computer. All I have to do now is go to upload, find my particular design that I saved, and again, open this up into Kittl. As you will see here, I will have this option there. Then I can just simply click on this, close this down, and again, I want to move this to the side. So I don't want this to be right in front of my design space. I just want to have this picture up as a reference so I can stay true to what is working well. And again, I would do this just not for one t-shirt design, but multiple, just to really get a better understanding of what is doing well. All right, so now that we have our design in front of us, I want to go ahead and create this phrase. But again, I want to stay true to some of the colors here and add in some different variations to make this stand out even more. So I can take off some of these texts here and just really focus on just the bottom portion here that I have for my design. Now, automatically, you can already see that this text is a little wavy in regards to how it is laid out. I like Kittl for this because, again, I can make this a little bit more, wavy with the angle. I have different variations I can have with my particular text. If I want to go in here and adjust this, I can, to fit my overall style. And so we're definitely going to add in some wavy text to our design here. And so if you want to go ahead and check this out, all you got to do here is just click on the text you have, select whatever style or arrangement of text you want. In my case today, I want to go ahead and go with the flag style. And if you want to make any adjustments here, you can just bring this down a little bit more if you want and allow that to really fit with what you have. All right, so now the next thing I want to do is go in here and change my text. I do want to add in third grade here. So I have my text that I'm already starting off with that came with the template. But what's cool about Kittl is that they have a ton of different, fonts already in here that's really trending right now on Etsy. So you don't really have to go and upload fonts. You can. I have done that to several things. But again, some of their fonts just in Kittl alone is a great starting place for you to create certain things. So I want to stay with the trending style that's working well right now, and it is the retro style here. I have one retro font here. I have another one here. And again, it's all based upon what you think works well. I want to stay with this sunny drop font style here. So I'm going to do this also to the top of my design. So I want this to also be spaced out a little bit, so I can add in some space here and do the same thing here. And if I want to add more, I can take the value from 0 and go to 50. Same thing here, take the value and go to 50. But again, this is, like I said, whatever to your liking and whatever you believe will work well. In my case, I want to stick with 20. And down here, I will stick with 20 as well. So we have our basic layout for our t-shirt design. And now we want to go in here and start adding in some variations with our colors and then bringing some more elements in to make this product stand out even more. All right, so now we have our text in front of us. Now, there's one little thing that's a little challenging with Kittl if you do want to change individual letters, is that when you go in here and try to change the color to a different color, let's say we just want to go with red here or an orange, whatever color we have, as you can see here, it's changing all of the colors, right? So if I want to change this I, let's say, to a different color, and I pick, let's say, green, and I have green selected, it's going to change the entire text green. So one of the ways that I kind of change individual letters to fit our design style that we have in front of us is to do this little trick I'm going to share with you and how to mimic each letter we have here. So let me go back to my color that we started off with here. So one of the things I want to do is copy this entire line here. So I'm hitting Control C and Control V. So one of the things I want to do is hit Control C and Control V, just simply copy and paste on my PC. And I just want to pick out one letter and change that individual color myself. So the way I would do that here is simply delete everything and hit T. That's the first letter I want to change. And again, I would make this a different color just so I know what is going to stand out. And I want to line this T up to what I have here. And as you can see here, it's not even lined up properly because we added in that transformation with our text. But I can go in here and edit text. And now I have these little, waypoints that I can actually start moving and start changing the layout of my design here for my text. So I can change this to be up. And I want this just to lay over my letters that I have in place here. So again, I want to copy the new T that I have created, hit Control V, and now I have a new letter I can create. And then we're going to do this with H. And same thing I want to do here is line this up properly. And I want to hit Edit Transform. And I just want to grab my points here and just line them up close enough that it fits my overall, transformation of my text. And now I have that here. And once I have that done, I will continue to do this for every letter that I have, because the goal here is that I want to have the option to change the individual colors. I still want to keep my text layout that I have and still be true with my overall design. All right, so we have everything done here with our text. And so before we move on, we definitely want to group all of these together. And then you want to hold Shift and then go over to H and then I. And I'm doing all of this while I'm holding Shift. And it is selecting these letters together. Then I want to hit Control G. And as you can see, it grouped them all together. I want to do the same thing down here for grade. So I will hit G, hold Shift, click on R, A, D, E. Hit Control G, and now that has grouped together. Now, the reason why I want to do this here, and I can erase this, is because I want to change these individual colors. And right now with Kittl, that's the way we have to do it. If you know a different way, I'll love to know in the comment section below. If you have a better way of doing it, I'd love to know that. But I think what we have right here is good for us to go ahead and move forward. Now, the great thing about this is that once our project is done, we can save this. And now we have created a template for ourselves. We can go back and use again. So again, we don't have to go back through this if we are creating a different type of, third grade t-shirt, or maybe if we want to add a different grade level here, we can just add in some more letters and change the orientation to make it fit. So again, this shouldn't be an everyday process we go through with creating these type of t-shirts. Once you make it, you can have it as a template for yourself to continue to redesign there. Now, the reason why we've done all that work is because we definitely want to head back over to our reference design and change the individual colors. So now I have the option here to highlight one letter, go into the color text, utilize the pick tool. And the reason why I have this in front of me, this reference design, is because I can use the pick tool to actually grab the proper color of that text. And now I have that color being utilized here. So I can do the same thing to H. Notice how now I have the option to select this individual letter. Go in here with the pick tool again and select that specific color. And now that has changed. And again, I would do this for all of the letters. And then we can go here and add some more things to make our design stand out even more. All right, so now we have our entire text changed with the color, and we're fitting our overall groovy style with the font choice as well as the layout of our text design. Now, one of the things they added here, as I blow this up for us to see, is that they added in here third grade in cursive. And I think they're missing out on a huge opportunity for us to add in something a little bit more better than just third grade twice. I think adding in a option for personalization is a great way for you to stand above the rest of the competition. I myself have used that recently, and it's just transformed my shop almost like a light bulb turn on, with getting sales into a whole different category without having a ton of products up for sale. And so just adding in that small little piece here is a great way to add in some difference to our overall design that we have here. So I'm going to shrink this back down. And the great thing about utilizing Kittl is that I can just go in here and hit T to bring up text, and they have a ton of different fonts that are already popular in Etsy right here in the platform with Kittl that I can go ahead and utilize. And I have one of them right here. So again, I can go in here and change this to be a teacher's name. And I know a lot of people have asked about, how do you do personalizations? I have a video down below if you want to check out how to actually do that with Printify, and actually how to start making sales with personalized items, just like I'm sharing with you in this video. So again, just adding that in is a great way to stand out above the rest of the competition. I would like that to be white, so I would add in the white text here. And obviously we're going to sell this on a darker color t-shirt, so I can add in maybe a dark heather gray here. And again, if I want to make these bigger here with our letters, I can group them all together and I can actually make this bigger. And I think this is a great starting place for us. Now, we do naturally have an outline on our letters just coming from the template that we use. And if we want to change that color as well, we can do that here just simply by going to our letter and clicking the secondary color, and that is the outline here. So we can change that. And if we don't want an outline, we can go to our secondary color and just simply click on this, and it will take the outline away. So again, that just goes along with your personal preference. Now, one other thing that's extremely helpful if you are trying to find elements with Kittl, so you can head over to their Kittl AI and actually plug in a prompt here if you want to utilize AI generated images. So I would do that here for you just to see what comes up. So I basically put in here for my prompt, cartoon retro flowers, and I put an S on that. And again, this is an option for you if you are trying to find, again, elements to use for our design. All right, so here is a particular flower I found utilizing Kittl that I think will be a great addition to our overall design that we have here. And again, we already know retro style flowers like this is doing extremely well. So I think this will be great to conclude our design here. And all I want to do is just add in these little flowers here around my design. So if I have one here, I want to go and hit Control C, Control V. That will bring up copy and paste. And now I'm able to dress up my text utilizing these flowers all around. And I think everything will look extremely well here. So now we have everything laid out for our design here. And one of the things I like to do, if everything is dialed in the right way, I like to go ahead and highlight everything and hit right click and hit group together. The purpose for this is that I don't want to, misalign anything with my design if I know everything is working well. And so one of the things also I like to do is check this out in a mockup form. And so Kittl allows you to use some great mockups here. I like to do this just to make sure that my design is right before I actually finalize this and upload this to my print on demand product. So I can see how the shirt is going to look on my particular, product. I can use a physical person here to showcase my design. And if I want to change the color of the t-shirt to make it black, if everything look well with our design here, I can click it back to editor and I can go ahead and save this. And I can go ahead and remove the background here. I can save this as a PNG file. So the great thing about using designs like this is not only can we sell this on a t-shirt, but we can also sell this on different products like a mug and still be just as successful utilizing one design in different places. So as you can see, getting started with Kittl is a great place for you to start creating your print on demand products. And by having their large catalog of templates to use, it's going to speed up your design process once you know what type of designs are selling well. Now, again, if you want to check out Kittl on your own, they were so kind to give my audience, that's you, a discount code down below for you to see if this is best for your print on demand business. This link is an affiliate link and it helps out my channel, which allows me to bring more content like this to you to help you on your Etsy journey. So thank you again for your support. Now, in today's video, I didn't have time to talk about how to create amazing t-shirt mockups to actually showcase your design on Etsy. However, if you want to learn my exact step of how I do that, then check out this next video here. And if you want to learn more about how to make income online, then check out my channel here and subscribe. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I will see you in the next video.